In the previous episode, Sejuan unexpectedly encountered Iona at his tower, leading to humorous and confusing moments. Mistaking Sejuan for the powerful black dragon, Iona and Sejuan played along with the mix-up. Meanwhile, Sejuan's friends Theo and Quang added to the chaos. Despite the confusion, Iona began to appreciate Sejuan's kindness towards the tower's creatures and his creative solutions, such as using special crops to fight pests. Outside the tower, Don Shik received praise from his master and planned his return with good news. The battle took place on the 67th floor against a swarm of red locusts. Adventurers and beasts fought against this massive locust army. One lizard warrior exclaimed, "Oh my god, there are so many." Another urged, "We must push forward. The waypoint lies beyond this point." Suddenly, Iona appeared and commanded, "Everyone, withdraw." She began casting a magic spell, conjuring a large fireball. A lizard man shouted, "Miss Iona." Iona's eyes glowed purple as she hurled the fireball at the red locusts. The warriors watched in amazement as the attack decimated the locusts, leaving a crater where it struck. Afterward, Iona tossed tough blade onions to the other warriors, saying, "Plant these green onions evenly on the front line." The warriors, astonished, hesitated until Iona urged, "Hurry." The lizard men quickly planted the green onions. Soon, swarms of red locusts approached them. The warriors started to retreat, but to their surprise, the red locusts flying towards the green onions were cut in half. One warrior exclaimed, "They were headed straight for us, but they all died." Curious, a lizard man asked Iona, "Miss Iona, what kind of magic is this?" Smiling, Iona replied, "This is the power of the great black dragon." The warriors looked at her in awe. Iona reassured them, "Warriors, do not fear. These green onions only attack red locusts. Be brave and fight." Their morale boosted, the warriors rallied, shouting, "For the great black dragon." Meanwhile, on Sejuan's farmland, bees were busy pollinating the fields. Suddenly, Sejuan received system messages, experience gained. Crops killed red locusts. New points gained. Pests repelled successfully. Seeing this, Sejuan cheered, "Great, we did it." Using blade onions was a success. He glanced at Quang, who was struggling to break a blade onion. After a few moments, Quang succeeded and proudly exclaimed, "Quang can chop the onion blades in half." Sejuan chuckled and said, "You did well. I was worried about chopping and replanting blade onions, but Quang's skill is a blessing." Quang grinned and declared, "I'm strong. I can chop the onion blades in half." Reflecting, Sejuan thought, "A few days ago, we made an agreement with Iona to obtain the onion blade for building a defense against red locusts." The scene showed Sejuan giving blade onions to Iona. Sejuan said, "Take this onion. It's to protect the tower." Iona kneeled before Sejuan and said gratefully, "We are thankful for your blessing, Black Dragon. However, the crops inside the tower are abundant and may become a problem. By negotiating a crop contract fee, Theo, the wandering merchant who serves the Dark Dragon, will also benefit." Hearing this, Theo was surprised. Sejuan agreed, "If that's the case, there's no need to refuse." Iona continued, "Theo will get rights to sell blade onions, allowing us to transport more for the red locust invasion. Now I must go and exterminate the red locusts with the witches. Returning to the 99th floor will be difficult, so I'll prepare the itinerant merchants guild road." Suddenly, Sejuan heard a noise and saw Quang munching on a red locust. Concerned, Sejuan exclaimed, "No, Quang! Don't eat that." He checked Quang's mouth and asked, "Did you swallow it?" To Sejuan's surprise, the wolf chief asked, "Can I try red locusts too?" Sejuan remarked, "It seems red locusts are quite tasty for monsters." He permitted the wolf chief to take the blade onions to the 67th floor and warned, "Be careful when moving the red locusts." Meanwhile, on the 67th floor, the lizard men who fought the locusts feasted on them. One remarked, "Seeing the pile of locusts, we killed red locusts as food. There are so many that supply exceeds demand. If we leave the corpses untreated, they will multiply, feeding on these corpses." The Silver Wolves tribe volunteered to collect the dead locusts and transport them to the 99th floor for use as food. Any surplus would be sold, with the money financing the reconstruction of the 85th floor, which suffered from a drought. The Wolf tribe would receive a portion of the gold as a handling fee. Additionally, Sejuan created a fan with onion leaves, and Theo used it to create a breeze. Sejuan shouted at Theo, "Hey, apprentice! Speed up! The breeze isn't cold enough." Startled, Theo replied sadly, "My arms hurt. Can I stop ventilating now?" Sejuan scolded him, "It's only been 5 minutes since you started. Selling sweet potatoes to Don Shik is tough work. Fortunately, we managed to save the crops from being lost forever." Theo pleaded, I won't make that mistake again. He proudly added, at least we sold them to Dong Sik. Don Shik is a trusted hunter who can keep secrets. He desperately needed sweet potatoes, so our connection has grown stronger. I did a great job. Ignoring Theo's comments, Sejun ordered, 30 more minutes of ventilation. Theo started crying and begged, have mercy. I'll move the fan slower. Sejun lamented, oh, my shoulder suddenly hurts. Hearing this, Theo shouted, come here. I will give you a massage. But Sejun asked questionably, truly? Then Theo started massaging Sejun and said, no need to worry. Don't be in pain. But Sejun started thinking, should I annoy him more? Then again all of a sudden system message popped up saying, your crops have repelled pests. You've gained a points and experience. Seeing this, Sejun said, there seems to be another red locust attack. Another message pop up saying, you've leveled up. Level 2 inch, and Sejun got a job assignment to reap 1000 crop. And reward for this was 50 tower coins. Seeing this, Sejun was so happy. He said, I have reached level 2. Thanks to the experience gained by harvesting crops and the interaction with the red locusts increases my level so fast. And this mission is easy, gotta do it immediately. When I rise my level, I will increase my magic power. But all of a sudden Theo started shouting at Sejun. Why did you stand up? I'm doing my best. Sit down. Looking at Theo, Sejun said, oh, okay, but angry Theo jumped to Sejun's face and said, let me give you facial massage as well. So Theo started to massage Sejun's face. But Sejun said, this is not okay. Meanwhile in the forest, Mom Bear was fighting a tree monster. She ripped it into pieces. And her red eyes started to look fierce. Then she started to rip that tree monster into more pieces and said, why do you, creatures of the western woods, are coming to our territory recently? I must strengthen patrols. It's almost time to go back. After that, Mom Bear started to go toward the forest while dragging the monster. And on the way she said, I wonder what are we going to eat tonight? Quang needs to eat well. Sejun will make delicious foods. With this scene the video ends. Don't forget to subscribe to Asura Recap to watch this story in the future. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.